Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the replay if you're joining us later on. I'm Amy, and tonight we're going to do a live question and answer, just a conversational chat with Kat from Soul Awakening podcast. And then we're going to do a group meditation, and I'll also be on tomorrow around the same time for a group meditation, which will be about 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. And we're going to chat for a little bit, and then we'll join in with a global meditation that will start at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. And that's tomorrow. And tonight we're going to do a question and answer, just like a little Q&A. I'm going to bring Kat on. We're going to chat and hang out, and we'll also do meditation later. If you missed last night's lives, those will be up probably tomorrow on Instagram TV or YouTube. And I will put our handles here. Let me do that real quick. So my other page is Amy Sikarskie, and that is the same YouTube. So if you go on there, that's the same name you can look up. And then Kat will be here, and she's at Soul Awakening Podcast. So how is the picture today? Can you guys see me okay and hear okay? Last night it was fuzzy, and then on one of my phones, the audio wasn't working. It was quite an interesting experience, but we got it. Oh, good. Well, thank you. Okay, so let me bring Kat on. All right, here we go. We'll just wait a second for it to connect. It's waiting. Oh, thanks, Rose. Thanks. Hi. Hey, Rose. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Awaken 5D. Hey everyone, where's everybody at tonight? I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. So, see where everybody is. Oh, it's not letting us add people tonight. Oh, we don't say. Okay, Kat, did you see that? It's like it's not connecting, and somebody's mentioning that it's not working tonight. I'm so bummed. We had this planned. What? And I think you might be right, because it's not connecting at all on my end. Oh, so bummed. Well, Kat is amazing, you guys. She has a beautiful podcast with some really, really great guests. So check her out. I just pinned her account below. And then she'll be doing some lives on her page too. So I don't know when her next one will be. Kat, let me know. Type it in. Do you want to go on after? Is it too late? Oh, I'm so sad. So, okay. So I guess if we're not going to, let's see. Oh, the universe. Yeah, there you are. I know, right? So wild. And then it's just a glitch, I guess, because yesterday it wasn't working on other areas. And so here we are. I even pushed the camera back to make sure we had room for both of us on the screen. So, okay, thanks everyone. Well, it's just me tonight, I guess. I'm Amy, and I run Raise the Vibe Tribe, and I also run, my other pages are Amy Sikarskie and it's Spirit School Magic. And my background's in nursing and hypnosis, energy therapy, and reading. So with all my core gifts, I work with the archangels, and I see energy, aura, and all of this. So I'm really excited to be here, and we had a really great conversation last night about the energy and what's happening right now, but it might come up again tonight. So also, I just wanted to take some questions. So anything that you all might have that could help the collective, and we'll start with that. And then we will flow into a meditation. So the meditations have been so phenomenal. They've been really wonderful. The energy is so high vibe and really strong. And before we do the meditation part, I'll explain a few things that I just think it's like really great information for if you're new to a group meditation, but we will do that a little bit later, right before, so that anybody that else is joining, that they would be able to hear that. So, oh, hi. Okay, so Nicola, good morning. Good morning. It's like really late here. So where are you at? Nicolay, where are you at? So good morning. I have a question, how to get this level of peace where you control your nerves at a maximum. Well, for myself, it's breath. So just breathing. And, when I first would go live, it was so nerve-wracking, seriously. But ground, center, and breathe. And that really, really helps me. And then also, if you know you're going to be speaking in front of a group, or if you have a presentation at university or work or high school, if you're in high school, it's always nice to kind of just go into meditation and like run that through in your mind ahead of time. And our daughter, she did that when she was in high school. It was like the coolest story. I was really happy to hear that she told me she visualized it, and she's like, and Mom, you wouldn't even believe, like, it happened exactly how I saw in my meditation. And I think what she was saying is the people in the space, like she went ahead in the future and actually saw other people that were there and all of this. So especially right now, the energy on Earth is shifting. So our dreams and our meditations can become more vivid and stronger. And also, if you're finding that you're in a path, so something's going a certain way and you prefer that it not go that way, it's a little bit easier to catch it in that moment and then flow back into what you prefer, if that makes sense. So I just worked with my nerves with practice, but every time when I first was starting, now I think I'm okay. If I was in an auditorium with a big group, that might be different. It's a little bit easier, I mean, honestly, to be just with the camera. But yeah, so breath work, grounding, centering, and all of that really, really helps. So great question, and hopefully that helps for whatever you have going on. Let's see. Thoughts from angels on the current world. Good question. Yes, so we're really in something right now, right? And we've kind of known for a while, I think most of us, that this was going to happen. And so right now they're saying hold your light. Hold peace, anchor light. And I mentioned this last night, but the biggest word that I keep hearing with questions or this topic is compassion. So compassion for yourself and compassion for others in your life. I just want to fix that. It's so bright. So that's another thing to really consider. And we're going to make it through. We're going to come out on the other side, but it will be challenging. So what do you have control over? And we all can learn, if we're not already there, to control our thoughts and our emotions and regulate our field, which is our energy field. And that will create a beautiful experience for not only us, but other people around us. And then it's a ripple effect. So there's definitely a crumbling of systems, some leveling up as far as consciousness goes, and also leveling up in our energy and our light body and our DNA. So there's a lot going on, and it's actually a super exciting time. Like, yes, it's going to be for some more challenging than others. Absolutely, there's ups and downs, and we're navigating through it. But if you tune in with your heart, that's going to be a great compass to lead you and pull you forward with it. What are your thoughts on the Matrix? Do you mean the movie or the Matrix? So yeah, when I do readings and stuff, I'll see grids, systems. I call it the Matrix a lot of time. My team will call it the Matrix. And I definitely feel like there is a set system. And you could say there's some control in it, yeah. But there's a set system that some of us are tapped into, and others of us have learned at some level or another how to break free of that and be more sovereign, at least in our emotions and our energy. And I think that perhaps what's happening now is a little bit of shifting, so that will break and oh God, be restructured. My animals are just like so funny. Every time, it never fails. And I already fed her, but she has to be right here again. So let's see. Do you have a definite name of federal for the highest being, God, or just God for you? I'm wondering if there was a typo. I don't quite understand. I don't have a name for God, really. And I don't know. Ask God again. I'm a little confused. Okay, so... Oh, okay, Lillian. Yes, so the concept of timelines and how they split, and then I'm just gonna scroll down to the bottom so you guys can keep putting your questions through. Timelines, yes, so we're becoming in this space, everything's quantum, but because the energy is lifting, then time is moving quicker, it's speeding up, and also we are becoming more conscious and aware, not only by observing around us what's happening, but also in how we can create and actually be an active part of our experience. So with the timelines, sometimes you'll know something will happen and you'll just feel the energy shift a little bit. And if you're really sensitive or you're very in tune with your own being, you'll understand when these moments occur. And so I've had a few of those happen significantly recently, and then some small ones. But timelines, it's a quantum experience, meaning there's infinite possibilities and you're in a vibration, you're in a frequency that's flowing, if you want to look at it that way. And then there will be moments where a flash of light will happen or a wave of energy will come in and it will push the energy into, let's see, I'm hearing opportunity. It will come into your experience, so it'll come into your life, and there will be this opportunity where you can make a decision, and it might be a linear conscious decision like yes, no, right, left kind of a thing, or it could be an opportunity to make a decision where you switch your vibration. So let's say if you are in a space where you're just kind of feeling really low with your energy emotionally, maybe you're having some thoughts that aren't quite where you want to be. And so then you're having this experience where you can switch your perception on things and see the other side of it, the positive side of it. And that right there is like, they're saying a quantum jump. So you're quantum leaping, boom, into another timeline. And it's becoming a little bit easier right now to bounce between timelines because the energy is in a state of chaos, is what I'm hearing. So it's breaking down, it's resetting, and you might find that once or twice a day, you're in a different vibe completely. So hopefully that makes sense. Some of these concepts are a little interesting to describe, but when they happen to you and you feel it in that moment, then you're like, oh wow, okay, this is really happening. And so I've had these experiences, and how many of you have experienced that? Another question, like how many of you have maybe done meditation where you've seen past lives or did some past life healing? So in past life hypnosis, there's a technique where sometimes we can go to the cause of the issue that's still creating disruptions in this life, but it happened in another lifetime. And what we do is we go back and then we just explore the possibility of what if you would have made a different decision. And then a lot of times the clients can see that whole outcome of that other timeline. So there are ways to go back and heal things energetically and reset the frequency and the not only the frequency and the vibration, but reset the imprints that are still embedded in the energy body. So if we have specific things happen in a past experience or earlier in this life and it's still coming up or still bothering us, in meditation you can go back to the cause and see what another outcome could have been, and you can reset the energy. So a lot of times it's easy and it happens immediately, and other times there's a lesson in it or a piece of information that you really need to understand for it to integrate. So sometimes it can take a little bit more time. Hopefully that all makes sense. I'm gonna check out the questions now. So let's see. That's a good one. Are you guys, oh yeah, okay, you do past life readings and past life healings. Yep, Rose, awesome. Is it normal to feel drained at this time? Yeah, because there's an influx of energy coming in, so many things are happening. Like in your own experience, you could be clearing, and that can be draining, but you also can be receiving new frequencies that lift your energy, and as it integrates, it can feel where you're sleepy and you just want to take a deep rest. Then the other aspect is, if you're sensitive, you might start to be noticing that the energies of others are coming into your space a little bit more. And with okay, Kat, awesome. And with the energies of other people coming into your vibration, what can happen is you're consistently clearing or trying to keep your vibe high, but you're being bombarded with frequencies that aren't your own. So yes, that is something that's definitely happening for many of us. So self-care and sleep, definitely sleep if you need to take a nap. There was other question that I saw go by. Oh, good. I'm glad that made sense, Linden. Are you concerned about 5G? No. Should I be? Maybe, but I haven't really looked into it that much. So that's as far as I'll go. I've heard things, yes, but I'm not to the point of being concerned, and maybe I should be. But right now I have a few other things going on, so that isn't on my personal radar right now. Oh, thank you for, about my necklace, thank you. What's the best way to recognize our intuition? I think through experience. So the more that you have an intuitive hit on something is what I call it. So if you get a feeling about something, and if you ignore it, then you're really gonna like that contrast, and you see, oh my gosh, I wish I would have followed, my gut instincts. So, but everybody will have a different way in which they experience intuition. So some of us will feel it, or we'll have a message. Some of us might feel it in our solar plexus or our heart chakra and all of these sorts of things. But for me, it was always just through experience. And also somebody was asking about, how do you know if it's your own thoughts or your guides? Again, it was experience. But what I did when I first started was I first started by just tuning in with my own frequency. I just did, for probably like a month, meditations to clear all the programming, everything out as much as I could, and really tune in with my vibration. And when you're familiar with your own vibration, it makes it a lot easier then to notice other frequencies that come in. So after that, I worked with the archangels and then my guides directly. So that's how. But also, so I channel, and I know when they're around, because the closer they get, and if they come in my body, I physically feel it. It's like I take a breath and my whole body fills with light. So you might find that you get to that level as well. So let's see. Okay, Kat said that she thinks somebody mentioned that they were able to do lives together. So we're going to see if it will let her come on. It might take a minute, but I hope so, because it's always so lovely. She adds so much to the conversation, and I love it. How do you find out who you are and where you're really from? There's so many labels, right? So when I found out that I was a star being, I was like, okay, what does that mean? And I didn't realize what an important role it would play in my life. Particularly because I work with other star beings a lot as clients, and star beings just have a different experience on Earth. Everything's a little bit different. But I didn't really put a lot of emphasis on where am I from, or a label as to what, lineage. And so at that point, it was just like going within and feeling my frequency. So who am I? Without any labels, who are you? And you feel your vibration, and that's who you are. And deep meditations will bring that awareness to you. And then later on, I started getting messages about where I was from and all of that through meditation and past life hypnosis. So if you're really curious, then that's great. I would say why, because sometimes it can be a hindrance to know, but other times it can be a gift. So anybody's description of a particular star race is their experience with that race, or they're repeating it, right? But just like somebody could say, those humans, what are they like? I mean, it's so hard to really put one label on an entire race of beings, or one label on an entire realm of creation. So yeah, there's a similar vibration, but also everything's always consistently moving. So at what point of that reality in that timeline are you tapping into? So, because star races are shifting as well. Even the ones that people said weren't so friendly, maybe allow for the possibility or opportunity that they are also ascending and making some shifts in their vibration. So yes, it will be saved if it will let me. And then I have a copy. I have another camera filming, which I'm not looking at, but that's okay. So I will put it up on YouTube, which is my name, Amy Sikarskie, on YouTube. So let's see. Kat, do you want to try again? It just disconnected the bringing you on. Do you think they will show up, the star beings? Yeah, I do. And in what particular form, So are you speaking of star beings outside of the human form? I think they already have. So I know people that have met them. But my team always says that, you kind of have to be ready, because it can fracture the psyche if you run into one and you're not quite ready. Even I don't know if I would be quite ready. And I work with them a lot, but to see one like manifest physically, I don't know. I don't really know if I'm quite ready. But I think that they're already, well, in fact, I know that they're already here, but at what level? And so because they're in a different frequency, they can materialize, they can drop down and become more dense, but many of them are just in that higher vibration. And so the more that one of the biggest things to prepare to see the benevolent beings is you have a really strong, bright heart chakra, and you're in a frequency of peace. And but they'll first start, in my experience, they'll first start working with you maybe through telepathy and dream state and meditation and putting little signs and all of that. I mean, some people have just had a huge awakening, like Daryl with Bashar. He just, right away started seeing UFOs. So, but that was a huge part of his life and what he's doing to help everybody here on Earth right now. So let's see. Okay, I'm trying you again, Kat. I just saw your request. All right. Hi, Star Clan. Hey. I've been doing some major clearing and cleansing, but feel like a deeper cleanse is needed. I really feel like I'm missing something. What messages do you have? So you might, I don't know, this just popped into my head and I was thinking of it earlier, so maybe it was for you. But fasting, have you ever done fasting? I think it's maybe like a detox physically and then also energetically, but they're also talking about grounding. So really working with Gaia's frequency will help you. So fill with her golden light, and I see you working so much in her frequency band, and it's so beautiful, so loving. So working with the spirit of the land, the elementals, and the energy of the animal kingdom. Yeah, it looks so beautiful. So that's what I would say. And Kat, it's waiting for you, so maybe it'll pop up. Okay, awesome. How do you talk to your higher self to learn their name? I would just say in meditation, just ask. But you do know that for a lot of us, it's not like a human name. It might not be English. It might not be any language on earth right now. For most, the very core essence of it, it's a vibration. And so sometimes it's just a feeling that you'll get. Sometimes it might be light language, so you'll see codes or frequencies. But so yeah, just kind of be open to that experience. And it might not always be a name. So, okay, so Catcher 30, hi. Talking to all my spirit guides, and they are there with me, and I'm still struggling. Well, it's a little challenging right now, honestly. So if you could just, find space of peace that helps us get through things. I know when I'm discombobulated and something happens, it's like I just lose my shit. But if I'm really grounded and peaceful and something happens, for some reason, it's almost like I can just flow through it. So Kat says, hi, it's not working. And she's wishing us all a great meditation. So, I'm so bummed, Kat. We'll try again though, for sure. We'll try again. It seems like maybe they're doing updates. It kind of been fluctuating from day to day here on the lives. So let's see. Can you recommend 2 day-to-day habits to improve your well-being mentally? Yeah, the first one is gratitude. So just writing down a list of everything you're grateful for. And it's really interesting because it might not be materialistic things, like I'm grateful that I'm hearing birds outside, or I like the rain. I'm grateful that it's raining right now. I'm grateful for my health, or that, I can stretch and use my body. So it could be that simple. So that's one thing. And then another thing, what was the question? Oh, habits to improve mentally. Okay, so, and then also like maybe is there something you can do to help somebody else? That always makes me feel better. So something that you can do that can help somebody else. And then the other thing I'm getting is just start naming some qualities of yourself. Like even if you're struggling, that's a quality. You're strong, you're making it through, you're persevering. So I will look at what are you grateful for? What can you do to, bring some happiness or help to somebody else, some comfort, and then recognize how far you've come and all the great qualities that you have for your own being. And I think that would really, really help mentally and emotionally. Is it, okay, I'm not going to pronounce your name correctly, but is it possible to have more than one spirit guide? I did a moon ritual in January for the winter solstice and asked her, and 3 images came forward. Oh yeah, totally. So we typically have one guide that will stay with us our whole life. And you might term this a guide or a guardian angel. And then we have multiple guides that will come and go. And it really depends. So when I see star beings, they typically have 12 guides. Which is wild, but a lot of times in session, like maybe 4 will come in. I don't think that really I've ever spoken with more than 5 at a time for a client. So, but there's also where they'll rotate through, and these are spirit guides that are your team, that they're really with you the whole time. So you'll have one that's kind of like the spokesperson. Or if you're not a star being, you'll have guardian angel that you would probably speak with. And so I think that star beings can have guardian angels, but I have such a strong relationship with my star family, so I don't really, I have an angel, I know his name, but I haven't been in communication a lot with him. But you'll have a guide. So, and then he's been coming through a lot the past 2 days, so this is really funny to me that this question is coming in. So yes, but then also you can have like guides that are temporary. So let's say I want to start working as an artist. Some guides that have experience in the arts might come in and work with me through that period of time. So there's also where they can bring guides in. I was having a period in my life like years ago where I was on a particular diet. I really wanted to do this diet, and my family, they were all on a different diet, and I was completely stressed out at the grocery store. And I asked my team, I'm like, can you help me? And we were living in San Antonio, and they sent this really cute Hispanic grandmother spirit, and she came in, she'd already crossed over, and I'm standing in the aisle of the grocery store, and she was sharing with me these different meals that I'm not familiar with, and how to prepare them. And then she was saying, you can just omit this ingredient for this particular diet and add this in. So you can also receive a lot of assistance from other beings, but your team, will bring them through and help you. So stay open to that. That's really cool that you were aware enough to catch that there was more than one, and also, to be open to that possibility. So let's see. Oh, hi Gun Wifey. I believe I'm a star being in a human experience. I've been trying to call my light family in. Oh, I love that. So meditation, light bathing under the stars will really, really help. And they're talking to you a lot while you sleep. So there's a few things that just need to kind of be cleared or worked through before they're going to come in a little bit closer and closer. It's kind of like that whole psyche thing, but you can start working with them through vibrational frequencies when you meditate. And just ask. So just go into meditation and get yourself all in a great space, and then ask them to come in, and you'll feel their frequency and how it feels a little bit different than prior to when you invited them in. So, okay. So somebody's mentioning an archangel that's their an angel that's their guardian angel. They have a name. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it looks awesome. And then also love your YouTube videos. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Let me see what other questions are here. Tina says, I've gone through so many changes in the last year. Any message for me how to navigate this new life and being a new mother? Oh, well, congratulations. I'm really excited for you. So yes, let's see. Oh my gosh, it's really interesting. So you're going to be grounded in the present moment, but going with the flow for the next 2 years will really be supportive. They're saying enjoy the experiences. Don't stress over the small stuff. You know, I know when my kids were young, I used to think things had to be done a certain way. No, it can be done whatever way works for you and your family. So as far as routines and all of this goes, so just being in the flow, heart space. I'm just seeing a lot of a heart space expansion with you and your little one. So I feel there's like golden light around. So they're probably one of the golden children. So that's really exciting because there's a whole new wave of kiddos coming in. And yeah, sorry, I'm getting all these texts. A whole new wave of golden children coming in. And, you know, in the past it was like indigo and crystal, and then it's going to be the golden kids. And so, or the rainbows, I forgot. And so their frequency is a little bit brighter. What's super nice is that typically they'll come in where they know that the DNA is at a space that can hold that frequency. So kudos to you for being able to clear enough of your energy to activate and strengthen your DNA line so that they can come in. So that's really exciting. I'm excited for you. But day at a time, follow your heart is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Oh, you have twin girls. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I was trying to see just one, but I just kept seeing like all this energy when I was trying to focus in. Perfect. The deep state. Hi. I've seen. I probably should read. You probably want me to read your home. Yeah. The deep state removed. The deep state removed. Yeah. I've been seeing many UFOs throughout my life. Why is this? Because you're starving. So it's just a reminder. And your frequency is very much at a level where your natural state of resonance is in that vibration where you can see them. So they flow through different frequency bands, and you naturally are at a space in those moments where you can see them. So, Wait says, I see golden angels. Oh, so beautiful. Yes. And hi, Elijah. Hey. Hi, Annette. Am I psychic? I don't call myself psychic. I have similar abilities, but there is a difference. I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, and I channel. So the information that comes through is not from myself. It's from higher dimensional beings. Being psychic, I guess it just depends, you know. So, it doesn't come from me. I can go ahead in the future and see things, but I have an amazing support system that helps. So let's see. Hi, Bracket. Can I successfully meditate while falling asleep? You can have a good healing experience, absolutely. You'll probably go deeper than typical meditation, but go for it. And also they say when you're meditating, if you fall asleep, it's because you need to sleep. So sleeping is healing. Meditation is healing. The only difference is you might have an experience while you're meditating that you remember that you wouldn't have while you were sleeping. So it depends on your term of successful. But yeah, a lot of us will have that, especially if it's been a long day. So perfect question. I love that. Hi, good morning, England. Yes, it's 4 a.m. Oh, you're ready for your 4 a.m. meditation. Yeah, woohoo. So I'm so happy you guys are here. I announced yesterday that we were going to do the global meditation today, but I was ahead. Like I was off on the timing. That's actually tomorrow, but we will do a meditation today, all of us. And then the one that's the global meditation where they're trying to get over 1 million people, that's going to be tomorrow. So, double meditations tonight, or it's a morning for you. So this morning and tomorrow morning. And I am planning to record it. So if you guys want to do the meditation again, or if you have to pop off, you can come back later. So let's see. Guardian angels are leaving feathers. Is this their way of telling me they're near me? Yeah. And isn't that beautiful? I love when it manifests in the physical. And especially if it repeats, it's like you can't make that up. There's just no way. You can't make that up. So awesome. You're welcome. Let's see. Stronger says, I'm being guided to pivot, and I have felt changes on so many levels over the past few months. Recently, I have felt stuck and depressed, and I want so badly to reach out and help others, but I feel so scattered. Okay, well, that just sounds like you definitely have a direction and where you want to go, but maybe a little bit of self-healing and self-care ahead of time. And also, I would say just like relax, because right now the energy is really wonky. And, this is work I've done for a long time, but I've had to take a little bit of time off just because the energy has been all over the place. So don't push yourself too hard or get down on yourself with a timeline, but just start doing a little bit each day to integrate back in through meditation. And for you, I'm seeing writing, so journaling is going to help. Whatever comes out, let it flow. There's always layers, and even if you don't understand it, it might be past life stuff coming in. And just work on feeling your best or better, and then slowly take some steps to work with others. But what I like from that is you already know where your end goal is, like what you want, and there's definitely a way to get there.